Full on drama. This one's going to be for you. I made one comment, full on drama. One comment that has thrown you into a tizzy. Hi, Misbehavin'. Hi, Margie. Hi, Island Girl. Hi, Beelf. I've been pretty upset over this. So you guys are going to have to excuse me if I start popping off. This is probably going to make a lot of people mad. That's okay. Home mycology, your comments get deleted? I'm sorry, my friend. Hi, Thumperini. Hi, Margie. Gingerlock's mom. Did you just threaten me full on drama? Did you just tell me that I might want to stop while I'm ahead? What do you mean by that full on drama? What are you going to do? You commented about my parenting. And then you said you might want to stop while you're ahead. What does that mean, full on drama? Are you going to come after me? I'll be your huckleberry. You know, you think that you're so good at this trolling and mind manipulation. That's cute, full on drama. You have manipulated so many women, vulnerable women in this community. You ain't gonna get me, boo. You like to go real life. I dare you to come for mine. I'll do it right back to you. I don't give a fuck anymore. You've trashed me. You've said things that are none of your business about me. And I'm just supposed to sit back and take it? Not gonna happen. You've divided this community. You've started fights. It's divide and conquer. That's what you're doing. You are friends with no one. You just like to play games. And that's really sad. Yes, Thumperini. She goes after single women and married women. You know, you sat there and said, what was it yesterday? Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know where I want to start. I'm so mad. You know, you want to sit there and make fun of Tracy, make fun of Tawanda, make fun of me, and you make fun of everybody that goes against you. Why is that? Why is it that you can make videos and lives about everybody in this community almost? But yet, if we say one thing about you, you totally freak out. You know, FOD, you said that yesterday in your live, you said that we talked about your parenting. Not one time have I ever mentioned anything about you that's real life, except for the fact that I couldn't believe you're a counselor for children after doing all the things you've done to women in this community. You know, I would have never had a problem with you, FOD, if you hadn't have came for me because of a comment I made about disagreeing with you. You invited me up on BTS's panel that night you was trying to provoke me, and you did. Congratulations. You got me to flip out. You know, you've shown and left a pattern of behaviors with vulnerable women, how you've treated them and left them hurt, left them heartbroken, all because you wanted to pretend that you was a man, which you admitted. You said you trolled them pretending to be a man and catfished them. You admitted you catfished them too. And then you want to try to manipulate things by saying that it's all their fault. Was it all Aaron's fault, FOD? Was it Randy's fault too? You wanted something more out of Randy. And she wouldn't do it because she's a married woman. So you had to trash her and get sympathy from everybody in the community. How you was the one being hurt. Explain to me how you can sit there and claim to be a man to this community for so long and then come to find out you're not. Hold on, I'm getting all mixed up. I'm so freaking mad. Let me see real quick. Sorry, I called you a predator also. Honestly, I think you are a needy stalker. You are the one that needs attention, FOD. You're the one that wants to be the center of attention. Oh, poor FOD. You sit there and call people names. You call them stupid dipshits just because of little comments, little opinions they have. Then you want to threaten me. I better stop while I'm ahead. What are you going to do? Why don't you come on over here, FOD, and grab that link? Let's chat. I need to let you know that I am not intimidated by you. I am not threatened by you. You're a middle-aged woman that's bored, that likes to create havoc for others. You've cloned how many accounts in this community of women? You've tried to get into how many Google meetings by using other people's avatars? Someone explain to me how that's normal. What normal-minded person sits there and takes other people's avatars and names and tries to get into Google meetings? Are you that bored with your life that that's all you do? To sit there and admit to having over 70 troll accounts. Are you proud of that? I mean, is that really the cool thing to do these days? Yeah. I did call you creepy because you said you wanted Molly Golightly's unwashed bra. Yes, to me, that's weird and creepy. You make these little sexual innuendos all the time to people, and it leaves people feeling uncomfortable. They just don't voice it. I don't have a problem voicing it for others. I don't even have a problem voicing it for myself. No, FOD, you've never, ever mentioned my breasts. You've never mentioned anything. And you want to sit there and say how, you know, I'm not attractive, how Tracy's not attractive, this and that. Have you looked in the mirror, Renee? Huh? Tell me that, Renee. Have you? You don't scare me, Renee. You've done a lot of dirty shit in this community. And I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm going to start calling you out. If nobody else does, I will. I'll take the time and do it. Hey, Trisha. You know, you did a video on Wendy's looks one time. You thought that was just the funniest thing. That's really sad, actually, to sit there and make fun of someone's looks. But let's not talk about FOD's looks, right? Let's not show her picture. But she can call CPS on people. She can call the police on people, call their jobs and everything else. But let's not find out who she is, because poor FOD, the victim. Good morning.
Oh, am I in the show?
You are.
Oh, I'll quit crunching then. Yeah, this person has just gotten just out of hand. When
Good
they
morning,
make
BTS.
when they make a comment that there is a plethora of vulnerable women out there for the picking, what exactly does that mean?
That means that she has no life, and that means she likes any kind of attention she can get because she has a lonely little life.
But does she not understand? Hey, everybody. Does she not understand that I mean, in my opinion, I believe Aaron. I believe One Love. I believe that she called CPS on Brian out of just pure spite. I mean, you'll never change my mind on that.
I wonder if she used her credentials to do that.
I don't know. But does she not realize the damage she could cause to somebody out there? I mean, she's already called people's jobs, called CPS, run people off of YouTube. And you know what I really don't get is the people that are following her that think she's the best thing since sliced bread.
And you know what? That's fine with me. But what isn't fine with me is the fact that people are following her and don't call her out on these kind of behaviors. They just think it's funny. I don't want to be a part of that. There's a lot of good people that follow her. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to back away. I'm not going to judge them for liking her. But it's sad that people can sit there and say, well, I think you're a great person, Sarah, and I'm sorry that they did this to you, but then be in her chat while she's bashing the shit out of me and you
Yeah, I
and
don't
Tawanda.
understand that.
I don't either. And it bothers me. That really bothers me. Because as long as that keeps happening, FOD is going to keep doing the same shit. The pattern is not going to change. Her actions are not going to change. She's going to keep doing the same shit she's been doing.
But I want people to think about the fact that, okay, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are, shut ins and lonely, and they come here for, I won't say companionship, but for, to have some kind of communication with the outside world. Especially, hey, Lace with Lacey, love you. Especially with, what's going on in the world right now. What if she finds that one person as she pretends to be a male? And we all know she does this.
Look, let's
And
not forget. Sorry, Trace. Let's
go
not
ahead.
forget that Sam has a recording of her saying she's a lesbian woman.
Yeah.
but she wants to tell everybody that she could be a man. That's not psychologically normal. I don't care what anybody says. To sit there and pretend that you're this or you're that, and how you're for the transgender community. You're not even transgender.
I agree, Grape Dodger. Her list is growing long. But I feel bad. I mean, I feel like some sort of concern that she's going to mess with the wrong person and drive them over the edge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's going to happen. If she threatens me one more time, it's going to happen. I'm not scared of you, Renee. I'll come down there. And I'm being dead damn serious.
But why lie about it, breaking the silence? I mean, why lie to Sam over that? And why even involve herself in Sam and Yaba's relationship, anyways? I mean, good morning, Kim.
I would have never brought this transgender stuff up. But she has to talk about my sexuality. That's not hers to talk about.
Yeah, I
And
would love to talk to One Love to see if she really was sent a box of sex toys. Because hey Motley, if that was if that really happened and that was a man in our community that did that.
I'm not transgender, but I am in the LGBTQ community. And I take offense to people lying the way she does.
Hey,
I, I
Colorado
take
lover.
I take offense to her telling everybody in the world that I'm bisexual.
It
That's not for her to talk about.
Nope. And all these people saying, well, Sarah talked about it once before. Okay, maybe you did. I missed it. And it absolutely means nothing to me whether you are or you aren't, just like it means nothing to me whether she is or she isn't. But you're not out playing head games with people.
No.
You're not out to hurt people.
Or catfish people.
Yeah, I mean, people get called catfish all the time because they use a filtered picture of themselves on their avatar. Hey, Charlie. But a real true catfish is somebody that reaches into your real life. And Renee has done that. Renee has reached into people's real lives. And yes, I can call her Renee because she spent her entire uh, live stream yesterday calling me Tracy. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong.
You're not.
Uh, she's very manipulative, whatever. It's still early in my world. But, and people that find her humor, I find her humorous at times. I did until I realized how hurtful she really is. She can say it in that sweet little voice with that cute little giggle, but it's still hurtful. And I'm just afraid she's going to mess with the wrong person and literally cause them to cause their self-harm because they feel so stupid, so betrayed.
Absolutely. Nobody would have ever questioned her gender if she hadn't brought it up to begin with. She's the one that's made a big deal out of it for going on, what, a year now?
I don't know. When she was just a fictional character in streams, lying about, whether she was a man, whether she was a boy, whether she was a black man, whether she was a woman, whatever. When she was just in streams, just disrupting streams, yeah, it was annoying. But when she came to life, when she started doing live streams, it's obvious she's a woman. There's just no way around that. What her sexual preference is, I don't care. but she's messing with people's real lives.
She's messing with people's emotions. She has a degree in psychology. She knows exactly what she's doing. Let's not forget that. And no, I didn't look you up. It's all on YouTube.
What should it matter if you looked her up? She has no problem looking up people's, looking into people's real lives. I mean, even at this point, there's, it's at this point, I don't see what anybody could really do to Renee that she hasn't already done to somebody else. I mean, she's cost people their jobs. She's cost them humiliation. Um, I mean, what more can, what more does she want? And now she has this big following. And I look in her chats and I'm like, I can't believe some of these people are in here. People that I consider, people that I consider my, not really friends, but, my YouTube friends, while she's doing and saying the things that she's doing and saying, it kind of stings a little bit. It's different than with Laura. Everybody knows me and Laura have beef.
Right.
So people sitting in Laura's chat while Laura's dogging me, big deal. But I don't know. This has really got me bothered, and I'm scared to death that she's going to end up emotionally breaking somebody.
And Dreama Coltrane, if you're listening, I never admitted that on Science Girls that night. I never even knew that about Science Girl. So, you need to check your references and facts again.
Exactly, Angie B. If this was a man, people would be all over them for sexual harassment. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if she's the kind of person that, like, there's these ridiculous sites where women will sell you their dirty underwear. Is she the kind of person that goes on these sites? Which doesn't matter to me. Whatever your thing is, if you want to run around wearing a diaper. But she's starting to hurt people emotionally. And that doesn't fly with me, that doesn't fly with me at all. The tit for tat, the tomato throwing, okay, no big deal. She does want to be the moral authority. And I got to be honest with you, I think her morals suck.
No, gender doesn't matter. Not at all.
Nope.
But it does when you lie about it and then get caught and then make up 10 more lies. And then when people try to say, well, what are you? Sit there and keep lying.
I see.
To tell people that you're
Okolancy,
transgender, that bothers me. That has always bothered me. I just haven't voiced my opinion on it. But it's a lie. It is not true. And if it is, prove me wrong. I'll apologize.
Okolancy, I can be honest with you. If what you're saying is true, that she sees a therapist and they know all about her channel and what she's doing. I see a therapist, and I can tell you that my therapist would tell me that that is very sick behavior, that I am participating in behavior that isn't healthy. She went on this tangent for weeks that everybody was a trans basher. I've never bashed a trans person in my life.
One of my closest friends is trans. I've never bashed anybody that's trans, nor would I.
Then
but
she
I
tried
don't
to go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just going to say I don't care for people that lie about it, because the people that are trans go through enough.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And then she tried to start with me and Motley. to bring trouble between me and Motley yesterday. Me and Motley have buried the hatchet, and Motley knows exactly why I went at her the way I did. So,
Yeah, if she calls CPS on me, that's going to be the worst mistake she makes. I can guarantee you that. And I kind of got that out of her comment because she brought up my parenting first. And then she told me I might want to stop while I'm ahead.
well,
Was
and
that
she lied. She lied to her people, saying that when we were on panel, we were calling her a horrible parent and all this. The only thing that was said, and I will take responsibility for it because I said it, was I believe her children are more mature than she is. That's what I said. That was the only thing that was brought up about her parenting, is that I believe her children, and I have no idea how old her children are. She says they're teenagers. And I would almost expect this behavior out of a teenager.
CCK? She did. And I've never said anything about her children, her parenting, nothing. But if you want to come for me, Renee, pack your bags. It's
That's
going to
right.
take you a while.
That's right. And if she thinks that she's the in this, this dabbling in people's real lives, but if she thinks there's not somebody out there that can't dabble in hers, she's dead wrong. And that's not a threat. I have no desire to go into her real life. If this is her online life, I have no desire to be a part of her real life. But I mean, she even said her mom likes her channel. Well, it makes me wonder if her mom has just heard certain little clips, you know, because I know my mother would never agree with going onto a platform of hundreds of thousands of people and leading them to believe that I'm something I'm not, and playing with people's emotions and calling authorities on them. And, you know, my mom would put a boot in my ass no matter what age I was.
I've known Erin F. a long time. She and I have not talked for a while. I don't even know if she's on YouTube anymore, but I know for a fact she was hurt over everything that had happened. FOD went into her real life. That's not okay. All
No,
because FOD got rejected, she felt the need to go to Erin in her real life.
I think she does that every time she gets rejected. But if she just came as herself, she might really find whatever it is she's looking for. If she's looking for anything other than to play a game, I mean, if she was just herself and didn't allude, hey, mama, three girls, if she didn't allude to being something that she's not, then, and I told her this before, why didn't you just come into the community as who you are? Why play all these head games? Where does she come from? Did she just log onto YouTube one day and find all of us? We saw the email Aaron gave from, we saw the email, quit it, Cat. Uh, we gave from, I can't even freaking read. I don't have my glasses on. We saw the email Aaron gave from her boss, and he said that Renee didn't reach out because of Aaron's work. Well, if you're on YouTube looking for love, then that's what you're doing, playing games.
Yeah, Sunshine. FOD called Erin's job because her son was being bullied. That's definitely wrong. I don't know the story behind that, but I think that her son was called a name.
That's what I
And
thought, RK. I thought she was from Bell Gab too. That's my thought. That's where I'm going with it too. And maybe somebody did call her kid fat or whatever. And that's not nice. You know, whoever did that, that's
that
not
doesn't
nice.
warrant going
No, it
real life
doesn't.
on someone.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. I mean, my kid has been called a junkie, you know, everything else on here. I didn't reach into those people's real lives about it.
No. Things in the YouTube community, and this one is getting out of hand. Like, people are calling the cops, people are calling CPS, people are calling people's jobs. When's that shit gonna stop? If you're so worried about these kids, leave them alone. You don't know what their parenting is like. You don't know how they're treated. You just seen something on YouTube and thought, oh, I'm going to call CPS on that because I don't like the person. It's not affecting the person, it's affecting the kids, and it's affecting them emotionally, and it's not okay.
Me too, sweet crazy. It hurts my heart too to see the people that are, hey, DD33, I need to call you in a little bit. It hurts my heart to see the people that are, and I know they say it's just, thank you,
Thank you,
Colorado.
Colorado lover.
That was very sweet.
Thank you.
People that I have made amends with, because, you know, when I supported Laura, there were a lot of people I was not very nice to. I didn't have anything against them. I was just, you know, supporting Laura. I'm not saying Laura made me do anything. I'm just saying I behaved very poorly. And I've made amends with these people. And I've welcomed them back into my chat. And then when I see them sitting in a chat where I'm being dragged, or you're being dragged, or Tawanda's being dragged, then it makes me wonder, you know, you forget Aaron premeditated on being there all the way back in Belgab. Well, Greta, I don't know, because being there has proven time and time again that she gives away all these monies, and then when she feels betrayed, she asks for the money back. But that's a whole different topic.
Why does that have anything to do with FOD? You know what I mean?
Right.
What happened with Aaron and being there had nothing to do with FOD. FOD inserted herself into that situation. FOD made videos on being there's behalf. That's all that's about.
No, you don't have to shut up, Greta. I'm not saying shut up. I was just, you know, commenting on your comment. But you're right, Sarah. It has nothing to do with the FOD situation with Aaron. That has to do with Aaron and being there.
Remy, you're right. Being there has nothing to do with this. I was just saying that FOD, I was just talking about the comment before.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, this community, you know, booted, I mean, just ran Marky Mark out, and he was an admitted troll because he made one comment about chopping off somebody's fingers. But then we've got this person who's reached into to people's personal lives, and people still welcome her. People still like, oh, you know, well, that don't matter. Yeah, it does matter.
Okay. Everybody, I'm just going to say this. Everybody threw a fit when CPS was called on Laura. Rightfully so. CPS shouldn't be called on YouTubers like that. Where was the outrage for Brian? I'm being so
Thank you.
serious. Brian hasn't been my favorite person, but he didn't deserve that. And FOD admitted calling CPS on him.
You don't need
There was
that
no
in your
outrage
life.
whatsoever.
Like, okay, she's like, you're trying to kiss me. Well, okay, yeah, and she's like, I'm on
You okay, Trace?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. You know, I know that Brian has done a lot of shitty stuff here on YouTube, but that doesn't warrant a CPS call. No, Brian's not innocent at all. He's absolutely not. But calling CPS, that harmed his kids. His kids were questioned about things they shouldn't have been. They were questioned about things based on a lie, just to get at Brian. Same thing with Laura, based on a lie. And everybody's trying to figure out who called on Laura, right? Well, everybody knows who called on Brian. Not a thing has been said.
No, Dumpy Dump called the police. And FOD was on the line when that happened. Claims she didn't know she was on the line. But for somebody in here to say, but didn't he deserve it? No, he didn't deserve it. If you watch
No,
the
full
live
on.
stream,
I have not been a doxer. If you want to see doxing, I can definitely do that. There's obviously no outrage in the fucking community when somebody gets doxed, their house gets doxed. So why not?
who are you supposed full on? Who did we supposedly dox? Your name Renee? Because you used my name Tracy through your entire stream yesterday. Yeah, she did call CPS. And she did it out of spite. That was not out of concern. She doesn't like Brian, which there's a lot of people in the community that doesn't like Brian, but they don't pick up the phone and call CPS on him. What those kids had to be questioned about, if it really went down that way, was more horrifying than their mother telling the little one to piss her
Piss the
pants.
bed. Yeah. You know, Brian was right, because all kids do that. They'll come out of their room for a million different things just so they don't have to go to sleep. I did it when I was a kid. All kids do that. My kids have done that. I'll say, no, go back to your room, go to bed. It's bedtime.
No, I need a drink. So you let them get a drink. Then 5 minutes later, I need to pee. Those are just kids pushing your buttons because they're not ready to go to bed.
Yeah, my kids were notorious for that.
My kid used to sleep on the floor next to my bed because he was getting to an age where he had to start sleeping in his own room, his own bed. And I was having to lay down the law, and it was breaking my heart. But he would literally come in the middle of the night, and instead of getting in bed with me, knowing that I was going to take him back to his room, I would wake up and he would be asleep on the floor next to my bed. You know, eventually he got over it. But that call on Brian was nothing but spite. You will never convince me of anything different. Just like the calls on Laura were nothing but spite.
You know, Sunshine, I agree with you, but she threatened me. You might want to stop while you're ahead. I still want to know what she means by that. That's a threat. What are you going to do, FOD?
Y'all sound like unfit parents. Donna Marie, I
Oh,
have
I've definitely been an unfit parent in the past. No doubt about it.
all I have to say to you is kiss my ass. I
My
mean,
parenting was awful when I was using drugs. So, yeah, I do agree with that. But now I'm a great mom. My kid's a straight A student. I'm very proud of his accomplishments. So, you're going to have to try again with that comment.
and mine's a recovering drug addict, so
That's something to be very proud of. Truth.
well, he's clean today. You know, I've told this story before. I never take a full breath.
All we have is today. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring or if tomorrow's even going to be here. This world's so freaking crazy right now.
No, Donna Marie has kids. Don't you, Donna Marie? Isn't that what you and Brian had in common? Was your children? Do we need to go there?
Mary, oh, thank you. I love
Thanks.
you.
Thank you, Mario, for supporting Sarah. But I can't even see how many people are in this stream.
I'm not sure.
Exactly, Ems. Donna Marie should not be casting judgment on parenting. I totally agree with that.
You know, I've not doxed where her state is. I've not doxed where she lives. I've not doxed her last name. I'm not doxing her. This is stuff that's on YouTube that I've seen. I've not doxed her. She
I'm
had a
beginning to think
channel with
Donna
her name.
Marie's is as big a troll as FOD is. In my opinion, she always has been. I mean, that's why I don't let her come into my chat, because she just disrupts chat. But I need to learn to ignore. The fact is, and like I said, this bothers me bad, that FOD is going to find someone. She's going to catfish them into believing, like she has others, that she, who keeps timing out Colorado Lover? I don't even think they're doing
What?
anything.
Oh, Colorado Lover. Don't time Colorado Lover out. I don't know. I can't see it from here.
I can't either. They keep saying they get timed out, and they said it earlier. Now, I know it was done because she was rejected. Brian rejected her sister out of his room, and she retaliated. She retaliates out of rejection. Exactly. If you reject FOD, she's coming for you. And she made that threat to Sarah. But what she better understand, and this is not a threat, this is a promise, is she comes for Sarah, she better bring her army. Because even the people that said in her chat and root her on, like Sarah. Oh, Life Rewinded got booted. It must be a YouTube glitch then, because I don't think people are getting timed out.
Oh, Nenny, I love you.
Hey, Nenny.
Nenny's pick is on fire. She's
Yeah, the
kissing Obama.
And the boobs in the red dress. But I did notice somebody come into Nenny C's last night and tried to start trouble between, and I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, I think it is a YouTube glitch.
Thank you,
Sarah
Taylor
does
Page.
Sarah does have a lot of support. And Sarah's one of my closest friends on here. One of 15, I'd say. And here's my thing. If you're going to make threats, FOD, be prepared.
You know, I don't come on to YouTube to lie to people. I don't come on to YouTube to try to manipulate them. I've been very upfront and honest about who I am, and what I'm about. I don't appreciate somebody like FOD trying to trash my character based off of lies. It's not going to work. It's not going to be okay, because I will come back and I will debunk you every time. And I'll point out all the shit you've done to people every time.
Hey, Brian Clan.
I'm not worried about you, FOD. I'm not intimidated by you. Not the least bit. I don't like threats. I don't
I
like
don't
them at
either.
all.
And I'm not intimidated by her at all. There's nothing she can do to me that will affect my life to the point that I would lose it or I would be pushed over the edge. But there are people out there that could.
You know, she
And
said how in love she was with Sam, knowing that Sam was in a relationship. She's gone after people in relationships how many times now? She was so in love with Randy. Randy's married. You sent flowers to her work, weirdo.
Well, I'm not going to touch on the Randy situation only because, well, I just don't know that much about it. I do, like I said,
I've
okay,
known Randy a long time.
somebody get rid of Donna Marie. What does she bring to a chat? She never has anything intelligent to say. Pixie, Laura had CPS called on her the second time Brian and her got into an argument and were going back and forth days prior. FOD hates Brian at this time. Yeah. Like I said, what it boils down to is I don't want to see anyone get hurt. There's nobody on YouTube that I dislike so much that I would like to see them hurt or whatever. But if we continue to allow this woman to manipulate this community, I don't care. She can call me a trans basher from till the cows come home at this point. I know I'm not.
Why is it okay that FOD can use my avatar while being live with an eggplant sticking out of my mouth? Thank you, Mommy of 3 girls. I support you, Sarah, and I'm disgusted with what's been done to you the last few days. I really appreciate that. You know, she used my avatar. She used Corey's avatar the same way. I might not always get along with Corey, but using somebody else's avatar is not okay.
No, it's not.
She pretended to be Molly Golightly.
Now, let's just say she decides to make a clone account of, I don't know, I'll just pick out anybody in the crowd. She makes a clone account of Miss Lennon. And she starts going into these chats and she starts spewing racial, sexual,
Thank you,
just
Pearls.
just hate comments. How does Miss Lennon prove that's not her? You see what I'm saying? Do you see how much chaos that causes?
It caused chaos when she did it to Molly Golightly. Not for very long, you know, because it's whatever. Molly's Molly, but she pretended to be Molly to give a donation. She's pretended to be a lot of people. She pretended to be Wendy just to get into a Google Hangout.
That she wasn't even welcome in.
No.
Soulless Twist. She probably gained subs from this live. Again, you all are giving her power, but hates that she has power. She has no power over me.
Thank you, Jenna.
She absolutely has no power over me. I understand what you're saying, Soulless Twist, but just sitting back and remaining quiet doesn't work. And she needs to be outed for the things that she does. Because I sat back for weeks and never even mentioned her. Even BTS said one day, "Why are you going after the truth?" She's the one and only person in this community that's never done, one of the few that's never done a live stream on you.
And I never did either.
Moral of my story
I don't
was
go live a
Randy's
lot.
call and Laura's call was set up to look like Brian called on them. Yes, you're right, Pixie. You are right. I definitely agree with you on that. I agree, no fucks given. Who has such a desire? Like I said yesterday, if somebody's having a party and you don't get an invite, it's probably because they don't want you there. So because she was rejected and not invited to the party, she not only went in once, twice, but 3 times. And then giggles about it like she's a 12-year-old.
Yeah, she went live and talked about how funny it was. No, you crashed that Google meeting.
I
Like,
agree,
not
Anita.
once,
But
not
Hello
twice.
Starlight forgave her. So, what can you do? Hello Starlight forgave her for that. So, what can you do? I love donkeys too. I don't have a problem with donkeys. They're actually very intelligent animals. So,
Hey,
hey,
Pepper, how are you?
Pepper. Like I said, if people don't start, and like I said, I don't care how you feel about Brian, whether you like him or not. We all know mine and Brian's history. But Brian is at least trying to bring to the surface of how deep this woman goes. And I believe that that has to be done because people should be on the lookout for that. Because I can promise you, if an account shows up that I've been cloned and it shows up in chats where I'm saying things that are out of character, then
Let's
man, you
not
guys
forget,
just go way too far for no reason. Weird. What does that mean? Man, you guys just go way too far for no reason.
she said, wait, man, you guys go away for no reason. Weird. Maybe she's talking about the chat and like the glitches. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure. Hi, Top Cop. Let's not forget that FOD has made videos saying, please email me, wanting women to email her. Creepy.
Well, and we all know what kind of information you can get from. Yeah, it's definitely a glitch, Tatum, because people keep saying they're being booted.
Oh, you can get a lot from an email.
Exactly. Exactly. So when I saw that a friend of mine had emailed her, immediately my alert went off, and I was like, nope, nope, I'm going to have to talk to this person
People really
because
need to take the money and just get a VPN, a really good secure VPN. The ones that you can just download from the App Store are garbage. There's some that are actually really good that will protect your IP address and all your information.
I mean, look, she got butt hurt the other day. And what's the first thing she does? She blocks all of her so called friends because she got butt hurt over something. Who does that? What grown person does that? Me too, sweet crazy.
You know, she will get on a live and stream Fortnite while she's playing, knowing that there are children listening and talking, and she'll just keep talking about raunchy shit. I heard it just a few days ago. There was a little kid on there talking, and she keeps talking about Molly's boobs.
And you know what? The whole boob thing didn't even really bother me because obviously Molly was playing along with it.
Yeah,
I,
Molly's done that for a long time. It's the fact that she said, will you not wash it? That's gross.
it is gross. I don't want anybody to send me
Unwashed bra.
their dirty underwear. Okay, do me a favor. You can send me flowers, FOD, but don't send me dirty underwear. Okay. Now watch, a pair of dirty underwear will probably show up in my mailbox.
I don't think she's going to be sending either one of us flowers.
But I mean, it just amazes me. These last few weeks, I've sat back and watched these people like cling to this woman. I mean, they've just like taken her in as if everything she does is perfectly normal. And I don't see anything normal at all about her behavior.
There's not, especially, I'm just not going to say it. I'm just going to be good.
I mean, you can have somebody in this community just say something derogatory towards you, and hundreds of people turn against that person. But then you can have this person who toys with other people's emotions, and oh well, it's just who she is.
In
No.
Soulless Twist, she's made so many sexual innuendos. It's just, I can't even keep track of all the things she has said. I personally found it creepy, and I thought it was weird. And yes, I called her a weirdo for it. And she's been hanging on to this for days. She's made 2 lives about this already. So yeah, I'm doing my clap back on my channel because sorry if I find that weird, but it's true. Like, you actually want an unwashed bra that somebody's wearing. That's creepy. I'm sorry. I think that's creepy.
Yeah, I don't. And you know, if that's what her thing is, to go around and ask people for dirty underwear, I don't care about that either. I really don't. To each their own. But it's the emotional thing that she's playing with people, not with me, because I'm not so emotionally. I'm pretty strong emotionally. But there's people out there that aren't. There's people on here that are looking for real relationships. And I'm sorry, but if you come at me as a man and you romance me as a man, and then I find out you're not what you said you are, now, is it going to make me go jump off of a bridge or something? No. But could it drive somebody to hurt themselves? Yes, it could. And to mention about the kids on Fortnite, you can mute on one and still hear the chatter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I just know that when she come at Sarah with that sideways threat, that's not a good move. That's just not a good move at all, Fod. Just to let you know. She should age restrict and she doesn't. Yeah, see, I don't. Like I said, I went forever and not spoke of this person forever because
Don't
I
worry.
said because I said to myself, I'm not. Maybe she's auditioning for Neb's show, Catfish, because I swore I wasn't going to give her the attention, but she's going to end up getting someone hurt. And just as she doesn't want people to reach into her real life, people don't want her in theirs. And I know she'll go live probably and she'll call me the lie. Of course, she's never caught me in a lie. So I'm so used to that, whatever. And then she'll say that my voice is a boner killer. Well, that's attractive talk. I mean, that's pretty attractive coming out of a 40-something-year-old woman. That's pretty attractive. I would hope my teenage child would be sitting there while I called somebody on the internet a boner killer.
She really hurt Aaron emotionally. She scared Aaron. She manipulated Aaron. She played mind games with Aaron.
Yeah,
But since
remember
they're
Ems on that talk show? Remember Jenny Jones on that talk show where that person got catfished and that person ended up killing that person? It's not, you don't play with people's emotions. You don't play with their real lives. This is YouTube. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm sorry.
I don't remember what I was going to say now. Just because people don't like Aaron doesn't make the behavior right, doesn't make what FOD did to her right. And I think that's a huge problem in this community. We don't like someone, so we don't care what happens to them. I find that hypocritical and sad. Like, you know, everybody was upset for what happened to Laura with CPS. And everybody wants to find out who was the one that did the calling. But we know exactly who did it to Brian. But since we don't, quote unquote, like Brian, we're not going to care, and we're going to think it's funny and hang out in the live of the person responsible. I find that wrong.
I don't, you know, like I said, I
We're
worry
giving
about,
FOD a pass for that.
yeah. And why is she getting a pass? I don't understand.
Soulless, maybe that's so, but that has nothing to do with this topic and FOD. You know what I mean?
Truth teller. I've watched people in this community for just about a week, so I have no loyalties. This sounds like a very creative use of proof and speculation. If you could only hear yourselves. I hear myself fine. Soulless twist, that has nothing to do with FOD. That's a whole different scenario. So unless you're telling me that FOD and being there are working together, that it has nothing to do with that.
Truth teller, it's not just speculation. I can actually take the time to put a video together and prove all this. I just haven't because I don't want to take the time to do it. But I can.
Is
I'm
that
not
is
I'm not
that
very organized, so I don't like putting shit together like that. But I can do it.
is that the guy with the really cool voice, or am I getting that person confused with somebody?
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm saying? The one that's been on the panels that has the really cool voice. Is that Truth Teller?
Oh, I don't think that's him.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like something he would say. FOD is in here with more trolls. I'm sure they are.
Why don't you just come up, Fod?
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Exactly. Explain to Sarah what you meant about your threat. Oh, that's true, Helper. Thank you, Smokey. Smokey, you're another one I'm disappointed in. Sorry, but it's the truth. Doesn't mean I don't still like you, but I'm just disappointed. Somebody want to take a link and come up and discuss because my battery's going dead and I must plug in and go back to the chat. So if somebody would like to come up, if you're in here full on drama and you'd like to come up and discuss why you do what you do and why it's supposed to be acceptable.
Ninny.
I'm not shaming anybody breaking the silence. It has nothing to do with that. Trust me. I still love Smokey.
I'm not going to drag anybody for what chat they go in. I'm going to detach myself so my feelings don't get hurt. That's all I'm doing. I don't know. I mean, my feelings get hurt easy. And so when I see certain people, you know, thinking that this is just so funny and I like them, that hurts my feelings. And I've got to detach.
Okay, I don't understand what Soulless Twist is saying, so I'm not even going to comment on it. I mean, are we not entitled to our feelings?
There is another side. There's always two sides, you know, and there's certain things that people do on the other side I don't agree with. And when they call something out, why can't we put our 2 cents in on it?
I don't know. I don't know. I get called out a lot for that, you know, for going live and stating my opinion and my feelings. Then I have all these people come into my comments saying, why do you do this? Why do you do that? And I'm like, wow, I'm on my own platform. I'm not, I'm just simply stating my opinion, and I'm getting called out on it. Some people live a very stressful life and they just want to hang, laugh, and forget about life. This is YouTube. I agree, breaking the silence. I
Breaking the
agree.
silence, you're absolutely right. And I've been one of the ones that have said, I hate the sides. I hate that there are quote unquote sides. I've said that ever since I left Laura's. I didn't want to be a part of the sides anymore. I wanted to get along with everyone. And
there's
I have
always going
that
to be
right to
sides.
detach
There's
from
always
people.
going to be sides, because if you say anything that's bothering you or that's on your mind, then there's a side that doesn't agree with you. So, I mean, you're not going to get around the sides. I don't dislike BTS because she hangs in Fod's chat or anything like that. Does it sting a little bit when I see certain people in there while I'm being dragged? Yeah, it stings a little bit. But it doesn't mean I dislike them or I don't ever want to talk to them again
Right.
or
That's how I
anything
feel.
like that. It just stings. Even the ones that are saying, well, we like the truth or we like Sarah, if it was somebody that I really cared about and they were being drugged, I would just leave. And I wouldn't have to announce my departure. I would just leave. This weekend wasn't about having fun, though. Those involved took everyone on this ugly journey. Where's the fun in that, breaking the silence? I don't know. Like I said, I feel bad for I don't want to see anybody get hurt. And when you saw the comments she made about this community is full of uh, vulnerable, a plethora of vulnerable women. That doesn't sound like a normal statement from somebody from where I come from.
Oh, Mojo wants to come up.
All right,
I'm
let
not
JoJo come
Mojo.
up because I'm going to go down because my
No,
battery's
sorry, I
going
look a
low.
bit of a mess. Sorry.
You're beautiful, Mojo.
Hey, JoJo.
No, I'm not. Hi, Tracy. Hi. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Hi, Truth. Hi. Oh,
Trace just jumped down. Thank you, the truth,
oh,
for coming up and hanging out with me and putting your 2 cents in. I really appreciate it since I'm all over the place this morning. How are you doing,
I just,
Mojo?
yeah, I'm okay. My son started college, and things are topsy turvy at the start, aren't they? But he's happier today. So, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Smokey
Cool.
says
I
that
just
he
wanted to
loves your
say,
voice.
sorry. Say it again.
I said Smokey wanted to say that he loves your voice.
Oh well, I love Smokey's voice, so he needs to come up here as well, doesn't he?
So what's
But
going on, Miss Mojo?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm just obviously the person that we won't name. People say that, the person we won't name. I just find, I mean, I'll probably get bloody stalked by her after this, but I just find her an irritant. Like, you need a wasp spray to just
Yeah.
go business. It's a shame that people are getting upset about it, and it upsets me, seeing people hurt. I mean, I speak to people that you don't like, but I never ever drag people. I will leave the conversation, or I'll just stay silent or put a bit of music on. I don't want people to think that. Anyway, yeah, fuck that anyway. But how are you?
I'm okay, Mojo. I will never hold that against you. You can go anywhere you want, like whoever you want. I like you because of you. You know, I don't like
Same to
people
you.
because of who they associate with. I like them because of who they are, you know?
Yeah,
So it's
same to
never
you.
bothered me that people go into other creators' lives that I don't like.
Oh no,
I,
that's not the reason why I come on here anyway. I just wanted like the old FO whatever it's called. Sorry. But no. So you doing all right? You and Hubs family?
oh, yeah, we're doing great. He went to Kroger's this morning to the grocery
What's
store,
that?
and it's a grocery store, and he left 2 of his bags in the cart. So he had to go all the way back.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah. He was so mad. He was like, "What did I do with this stuff?" And it was, it was all the meats and stuff, like the roast and some steaks. I'm like,
Oh
"Oh my
no!
gosh,
Oh
that
God!
would be the bags you left."
Oh no! Did he have to go back like far or?
No, it wasn't very far at all, but I was glad that they, took it back up to the register and said somebody left this. I was pretty glad.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know what? The other day, Sarah, I was in such a rush. You know what it's been like over COVID and that. You get all stressed out. It's been stressed, and I had to run at the shop to get milk, and I had my Visa debit card on me. I don't. Do you call that in America Visa
Yes.
debit?
Uh-huh.
And it dropped on the street, and I was like,
Oh no.
but this really nice gentleman found it with me. He went, "Is that yours, madam?" I went, "Yes," and I ran up and gave him a massive hug. It was like, Jesus.
Girl, I have done that myself. I have a Discover card and it's a credit card. Well, I left it at
Oh,
the bowling alley. They found it
oh,
somewhere at the bowling alley like 3 days
oh,
later and actually
oh,
called me
bloody
and
hell.
yeah, it sucked. I
There's
had
some
to
good
cancel
people
that one.
about, isn't there? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've lost so many cards, but I recently started finding loads around the house. So, because I had to cancel them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Definitely
God.
been there.
Oh dear. So you're okay though. I mean, this character that we're talking about, I won't mention names. She's probably
Yeah,
listening
I'm
anyway.
okay. It just, I have my feelings and my truths and, I want to put it out there and
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. We know who the cool people are. We know we're okay. That's all I wanted to say, really. That you're fucking great. Come on.
Well, I think you're fucking great too, Mojo. I always have. You're a sweetheart. And you've got a great taste in music. So that makes it even better.
Thank you so much. I am planning. I'm self-promoting my book here. No, I'm
Oh,
planning to go live soon. I'm going to do a bit of music, a bit of chat. I don't know how it's going to go. I asked Ben to help me, so it could go tips up. I don't know.
heck yeah. I'd love for you to go live. You need to start going live. I'll be your number
Yeah,
one
well, I've
fan.
got yeah, that's what I was going to ask you actually, because I mean, yeah, I've got below 1,000 subs obviously, but I've got a new split that my son's going to set up at the weekend. Can you
Oh,
go?
somebody
Do you have,
put Mojo's link in the chat so we can get her up
oh, thank you
to.
ever so much. Thank you. That's really
Absolutely.
kind.
Yeah, we
That's
need.
that's really cool. That's cool. I was just oh God, I've lost my bloody train of thought now.
I do
Yeah, I've
that all
got
the
a new
time. It's
tablet.
okay.
If I download Streamlabs on my tablet, can I go live?
You can go to StreamYards. You don't really
Yeah,
have to do Streamlabs. StreamYards is kind of
Streamlabs is
easier.
better.
Yeah. I
Right,
mean, for me, it's easier. Um, yeah.
right. What device do you normally use? If you don't mind me asking, is it like a
I
laptop or?
no, my laptop is fried. Like it went kapooey on me. So
Air
now I'm
fried?
just using my iPhone Max. It's the iPhone 11. That's how I go.
Oh, oh, right, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
just
you're
go
on
to
like.
Safari and then I go to StreamYard.com.
Oh, hey Rev. Sorry, I'm returning chat. Shut.
Thank you, Mar. Yeah, Mar
Oh,
put your link in the chat.
thank
So
you ever so
everybody
much,
go and
Mom.
sub up to Miss Mojo. She's great.
I won't stay long on, but I just want to say, just don't worry, Sarah. You're amazing, and I'm
Thank
so I
you.
don't know what's happened to you. I hope nobody's doxed you. I really hope not.
No, No, I've been doxxed so many times. No, as of lately, I have not been doxxed. It's been like a week and a half.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned
Yeah.
the word because, like, oh, sorry.
I don't even care anymore. Like it's happened so many times now. It doesn't even bother me. Yeah.
Well, no, I know, but it must be horrible because I mean, yeah, I'm not going to mention myself, but if it happened to me, I'll fucking like be climbing the walls.
Well, I know you as Mojo. That's all I know you as. Your first name is Mojo.
Yeah, well, you can call me Jojo, but I mean, a lot of people
Jojo.
know me as Jojo anyway. So, but
Yeah.
oh, well, thank you, Sarah, ever so much. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for bringing me up.
You have a wonderful day too. What time is it in your neck of the woods?
It is 6 o'clock in the evening, and my older son's coming around for a bit of grub.
Oh,
as we
how
call it.
nice. That's cool. It's
Yeah, but I'll be
1:02
in chat.
p.m. here. Okay, well, thank you for popping up and chatting with me. Come over anytime.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think we're going to have a bit of a blues jam.
Nice.
Bit of rock and roll, yeah, Sarah. I know you dig rock and roll, I reckon.
Absolutely. Yes, I do. I sure do.
All right, darling. You have a good one.
You too. Bye, Mojo.
All right, mate. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to jump off here too. I'm grateful for all of your support. I'm grateful, for the super chat. I think you guys are lovely and I'm grateful for all of you. Honestly, I am. And I know that maybe my opinion isn't the popular opinion at the moment, but I don't know. I felt like I needed to talk about this. I felt like my voice needed to be heard, since everybody else can have an opinion. Why can't Sarah? So these are my opinions, and some of them are based off of facts. This video might get struck down. I don't know. I'm going to leave it up, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to build an empire. I'm just here because, like Breaking the Silence said, some of us do have stressful lives and we do come onto YouTube to have some fun. But sometimes it's not always about the fun. Sometimes it's about things that do happen in the community. I wish we could just get back to where it's fun all the time. Smokey P, thank you, darling. I really appreciate that. You're such a sweetheart. I love Smokey. I think he's great. But yeah, I think that if all the real life stuff would stop happening, this place could be more fun. And I want to express that I don't agree with the whole sides. That's the whole reason I left the little community I was in, because I didn't want to do sides. I want to be friends with everybody in this community. I don't want to just have to pick and choose because of the so-called leaders or whatever. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. And yeah, so I'm not going to get into all that again. But thank you guys for coming. I think you oh, Pixie said hold on. Is Pixie coming up? Hi, figure skating coach. Pixie, honey, I can't check my messages right now. I'm doing it from StreamYards on my phone. So if I think if I, try to check messages, it'll kick me off. Wait, let me see. Give me a second, guys. I got to read this. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. So yeah, with the information that I've just gotten, we might be talking about this more. It just depends on FOD's next move. FOD, don't threaten me. It's not going to end well. Don't come at me with telling me I need to stop while I'm ahead. Thank you, Sally. I appreciate you. If you want to keep this going, FOD, we absolutely can. I will always put the truth out there on you. I'm not going to lie about you. Don't come for me. Everybody, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to jump off here. Thanks for stopping by.